There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Green Bay Packers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. You look at this Packers defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Looking to throw, Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They go play action. Young. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Come on, set, play.
Off the play fake, Love. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Love now. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. A former Oklahoma State Cowboy, it's Chuba Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now here's Young. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like there's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. This is taken at the 18. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
52 blast. Ready, hut.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Packers sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they come in on a good run. Winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now 2nd and 5.
Hut.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Carolina defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
First down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here we go. Right.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This is taken around the 12. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
And he's brought down, getting this to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Right back to him on first down. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. They'll try to throw now. Young. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Young. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8. From the 20, here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 20-yard line.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Set, ready, set.
Here's Love. Out to the left here to Reed. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll make it it second down.
An 8-yard gain brings up second down at the 34-yard line.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 22. Needle blue. Ready.
Love looking to throw it. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that. Their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I go ahead and punt the football myself.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Ready?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
60 red. 60 red.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Got it? Here we go. Here we go. Hut, hut.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
You know when I could tell this was going to end really badly? When he launched himself behind the line and made a beeline for the ball carrier. You get one of those tackling machines in the middle on your trail, things are normally ending pretty quickly.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Look at the big man rumble. Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it, took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio,
Ready?
that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
There, black shot. Ready.
Throwing. Love. Rifles one. That's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
At the 50-yard line.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 59 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Now Young. Escaping the pressure right. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
They'll try and power it home here with a fullback Johnson. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
2nd and goal from the 1. Hubbard. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Hubbard. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
3-yard line.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second down and 3.
Wait. Here we go. Set.
Love. That's taken in by Kraft. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. The kick by McManus is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Ready.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ready?
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a second down and 6.
Set. Ready. Hut, hut.
A handoff. Jacobs running to the left. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. But not much on that run. Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Let's go now. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. In on the tackle, Jalen Reeves-Maybin.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9. Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. It's Young off play action. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Young now from the 50. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards and a Panther first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that's a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 5. Young. He'll find McMillan here. Touchdown, Carolina! A great play there. 33 yards. And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Here we go.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Down.
Working out of the gun. Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. That one good for 26 and a first down. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
Ready. Hut.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. 2nd and 10. Going back to Love. And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Got it.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Let's
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by McManus is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They go play action. Young. That is caught. McMillan with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
First down, Carolina.
Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
Looking to throw, Young. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. And just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Young off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Black, steel, black.
Love now. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And they do finally get him at the 12. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 47 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Ready,
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he dropped it about the 11 after only a yard.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now Love. And it's caught. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here we go. Ready?
Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Packers. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Down.
Packers will set
Red,
up for
sight,
the
yellow,
2-point
22.
conversion.
6, mega. Set,
Love throwing for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Brandon McManus to kick off.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Gets past one man. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Their own 27-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Here comes 2nd down. Here's Young. Connecting with Johnson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Here comes 2nd down and 5. Now Young going to move him around. Second and 5. This is caught by McMillan. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. A give up the middle, Hubbard. This one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Right back to Hubbard. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big. You know something when you crowd the line of scrimmage. If they do pop one, it's going to go.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's 3rd down. is set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And the kick is good. The young rookie coming through like a 10-year vet. And the Panthers have won the football game.